It's a very special episode of Panthers TV today, and we might not know when ice hockey is going to return to the UK, but when it does, the Panthers bench is going to look very different because, Rick, you've got a very special announcement to make.
Yeah, I've decided that it's time to retire. I've had a great run, and I've had some success, and I've met so many nice people, but I'm getting too old to ride that bus.
And you know, when you set out on that on the adventure of ice hockey to Finland at 24 all those years ago, did you ever think it would take you on the journey it has?
No, you never know what journey it's gonna, where you're gonna go, where you're gonna end up, and I was lucky to get the opportunity to go to Finland, and then came back home, and and then the opportunity to come back to the UK. So no, it's been a great ride.
And obviously, Nottingham was one of your first steps in the UK. So Nottingham, I imagine, especially after the past 11 years or so, will have such a special place in your heart forever.
Well, of course, it was my first point of my first contact with the English hockey. It was in Nottingham, and it's where I met my wife, and from there on, the history is written.
And obviously, back then, when you first played for the Panthers, that was in the old rink, and that old rink holds a lot of special memories for a lot of people. Can you just tell me what you remember about that old barn?
Oh God, it was a dive. I can tell you right now, I got off the plane. I go, where am I? What is this? I played in better rinks than this when I was 5 years old, and I'm just thinking, oh my God, what am I doing here? And then the first game, stepping out of the dressing room, walking through all the people in the corridor, cigarettes smoking, looking at the bar at the end, and getting on the ice, and the place was packed, and it was electric. The atmosphere there was fantastic. Building had a little bit to be desired, but it was just, God, what am I doing here? Look at all these people. Everyone's smoking out here. There's the bar. And then you turn on, go onto the ice, and the place is jammed. The game starts, and because everybody was so tight to the ice surface, it was a great atmosphere.
Now, what was it about the UK that, because obviously after you made that move to Nottingham, like, you never left the UK after that. What was it about the UK that you found comfortable in making a home here?
I don't know. It was just one day at a time, and when I had an opportunity to either go to Germany or Italy, and my coach said to me, "Go to the UK because they can speak English and you'll have more fun." So I said, "Okay, we'll give it a shot." And I came here and played the first year, bounced around a little bit, met my wife, and the rest is history. I don't plan on spending my whole life here, but I've spent most of it now.
And a lot of people will remember Rick Strachan joining the Panthers in 2011 as Corey Nielsen's new right-hand man. But you got kind of back involved with the Panthers the year before that when you were commentating on games that we're now reliving these games on YouTube with you and Gary on commentary. And there's a lot of comments about it being like Waldorf and Statler from the Muppets sometimes with the comments you both make.
Yeah, it was fun working with Gary. We had a good laugh, and it was I was at the time I was doing a little bit of Sky Television, and then come to the game, and Gary asked me to help out, and we had a lot of fun, and it was good to come back into Nottingham and do a little bit.
You can definitely tell you're having a lot of fun at the opposition's expense. It didn't take you long to put on the black and gold tinted glasses and be a proper colour commentator, because they're always the homers.
Well, of course they are. You know what? It's your home team. You're going to be a homer.
And then, like I say, in 2011, you joined the Panthers as assistant coach. And obviously you and Corey went on to have a very special partnership. You won 5 Challenge Cups, 4 playoffs, 1 league trophy, 1 Continental Cup. You had runs in the CHL. What was it about you and Corey that you think worked so well?
I think at the beginning we were just total opposites. My brain thought one way, his brain thought another way, and you know what? And he listened to me, and he didn't always listen to me, but we were just total opposite. I saw the game in a different way than him, and he saw it a different way than me. He was way more creative. I was more structured. Maybe a little more intense. But it just worked. We enjoyed working with each other. We enjoyed each other's company. We're great friends, and it wasn't always easy, but it just clicked in, and you know what? And we enjoyed watching video together and breaking things down, riding a bike before games and watching the highlights and the video of the team are playing and what they had to do. So we did, you know what? We just worked hard, and we worked very hard at it, and we also had a lot of fun.
And when you look back at those years with Corey, I guess the highlight's pretty obvious, but what would be the highlight for you out of that time?
Well, there's so many. You know what? All the championships are a highlight. It doesn't matter if it's a Challenge Cup or the playoff weekend. They were all highlights. They were all special moments. Their memories, our pictures are up in the dressing room for the rest, for history. You know what? You walk into that room and you look at all those championships and people go, wow. And, that's what it's all about. But of course, the Triple Crown was the best one. It was a great team with so many good players on it, great guys, easy to coach. That was a highlight. What else was a highlight? The first Continental Cup we went to, we didn't do very well. When we won, it was great. The run in the CHL, the playoff victory against Cardiff 5-4 with Billy Ryan scoring the late goal to win it. Those are all memories that can't be taken away, and I'll remember them to the day I die.
Does anything? Do you think anything will be able to replicate that feeling for you? Because obviously, when you step away from the game, those moments aren't there anymore.
No, of course not. Those moments are stored in my brain for the rest as long as I can remember them. But no, that's what when you walk away from the sport you've done since you were 4 years old and enjoyed it. There's gonna be regrets, and but you know what? I'll always be able to talk to the guys. Every time we see each other, it's you talk about the success you had, the fun you had, and so no, I know that's gonna be tough to walk away, but it's time.
And then obviously in 2019, you had a brief stint at the helm of the team. You took charge when there was a mid-season coaching change. That must be a proud moment for you when you took charge of the team.
Yeah, it was a challenge, but it's something I wanted to try, and we had some success. Of course, it didn't finish on the best note, but that's the way it goes. I have no regrets. I worked hard, and the guys worked hard for me, but it just wasn't to be.
And then obviously last season being your final season, not the way anyone wanted the last involvement to be in ice hockey, I'm sure cancelled by COVID sort of thing. When you look at last season and the state of the team with Guy Doucet at the helm, how do you see the current state of the Nottingham Panthers?
I think it's in great hands. I think Deuce works very hard, and he's very knowledgeable, and he's a good guy, and he's a good recruiter, and he knows what it takes to win. We'll go back a bit. I didn't know my last game would be driving all the way to Belfast in a bus, taking a ferry over a hurricane, getting there, getting up the next morning, turning around and coming home. That's not something. That's not how I really want to remember my last little bit of hockey.
Is that when the wheels of retirement started to turn?
It's something. I was thinking about, and I was hoping maybe this was going to be my last year, but there is no this year. So, and I've kind of figured out that, wow, weekends are fun. Weekends are really fun.
Well, hopefully when ice hockey returns, weekends will be fun again, because I definitely think that the Panthers fans are going to want to give you a proper goodbye in an arena, as you deserve for what you've given to this team.
Yeah, well, that'd be nice. But no, I would just, I'd always be a fan. And of course, I'll want to go to as many games as I can and cheer on my Panthers. And, especially the guys who are still there, like Ollie and all the young Brits who, I seen develop over the years. And I just hope that they're all successful and have long, long careers.
Well, from everyone on the team and everyone who I speak for, thank you for your service to the Panthers, Rick.
Oh, I thank you very much, Dan. I'm going to miss talking to you.
I don't think that's going to be a problem.